While the U.S. Constitution does not explicitly use the word immigration, it establishes a framework that gives the federal government nearly absolute, plenary, power over who may enter and stay in the country. Constitutional sources of power. The Supreme Court has derived federal authority over immigration from several key provisions. Naturalization Clause, Art. I, Section 8, cl. 4. Grants Congress the power to establish a uniform rule of naturalization. Foreign Commerce Clause, Art. I, Section 8, cl. 3. Allows Congress to regulate commerce with foreign nations, which the court has interpreted to include the movement of people across borders. Inherent sovereignty. The court has ruled that the power to admit or exclude non-citizens is an inherent right of any sovereign nation, essential for self-preservation and the conduct of foreign affairs. Migration and Importation Clause, Art. I, Section 9, cl. 1. Historically restricted Congress's ability to prohibit the migration or importation of persons, referring to the slave trade, until 1808, implying federal power thereafter. Protections for non-citizens. The Constitution applies to all persons within U.S. borders, regardless of their legal status. Due process, 5th and 14th Amendments. Undocumented immigrants and residents are protected from being deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Equal protection, 14th Amendment. States cannot deny any person within their jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. For example, the Supreme Court ruled in Plyler v. Doe that children of undocumented immigrants have a right to public education. Birthright citizenship, 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the U.S. are citizens, a principle known as jus soli. Limitations and recent developments, 2025-2026, anti-commandeering, 10th Amendment. Federal agents cannot force state or local officers to carry out federal immigration laws. As of January 2026, states like Minnesota are litigating against federal deployments, arguing they violate state sovereignty. Executive authority. The President has broad authority to restrict entry for national security reasons, under INA Section 212, F. However, recent executive actions in early 2026 have included a pause on immigrant visas for nationals of 75 countries, restricted rights for non-residents. People outside U.S. territory seeking entry generally have no constitutional rights to challenge their exclusion.